Hello everyone, this is Bikram Dollywall, and today I'll be teaching you how to do the cosine law. So let's start off with a nice title. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve a triangle using the cosine law. So let's get started, guys. So here's our triangle. Let me write our question down first thing. We have our R, Q, and we have a P right here. Okay, and this side is 83, this side is 90, 90, and this side is 100. And so what we're trying to find, guys, here is angle P. So what we need to use here is the cosine law. So let's get started writing it. Cos P equals, so now we take, okay, so we have the angle 90 squared minus 83 squared plus we have our other angle R, 100 squared. And under it, you do 2, and we put our AB, or in this case, it's our P and Q. So we put 83, and we put 100. Okay, and so now all we have to do is just solve that, which would be cos P equals 0.6753 So that's what we get after doing everything and solving that. So now what you want to do is it's gonna be cos. So now we write P equals cos inverse of that number right there. So 0.6753614445. And let me just get my calculator here real quick. And if you put that in, okay, so P is equal to 48 degrees. And so that's how you do it. And then this angle right here is 48 degrees, guys. Guys, so now I'm going to be showing you guys an application question. And the question is, okay, so to measure the length of, we're trying to measure the length of a muddy area. It's number 4 right there. And what we have to do is find the length of that muddy pool right there. So this is what we want to do right here. So first let's sketch our triangle. This is a right angle triangle. 157. This angle is 57.5, and this right here is 183. Okay, so what we're using here is the cosine law, and this is what you want to do. So we write the thing down first thing. So that's the formula, and now let's get into the question. So we put d squared equals 183, right from right there, squared. One thing I forgot to do here, which you should always do, is label your triangle. So d, and let's put 183 squared plus 157 squared minus 2, 183, 157 cos 57.5. Ran out of space on that page there, so let's put equals 33 489, and that would be 24,649 minus 338.3, and with that you get, in total we get, and you want to square root that, and then the square root of that is 165.1, and make sure you always put your sign behind it. So this is meters in this case, and that's the answer. So the length, you want to put a therefore statement, then the length of the muddy area is 165.1 meters, and that's how you do it there, guys.
Alright, hey guys, my name is Barinder, and today I'm going to show you guys how to use SOHCAHTOA First, we have to find the side U to V, and for that, we're going to use tan. So you write tan 20 equals UV under 4.2, and you rearrange it, it'll be 4.2 tan 20 equals UV, and the answer to that is UV equals 1.5. So the side right here will be 1.5. Okay, and to find S to U, you have to use sin. So we're gonna write sin 20 equals 1.5 over SU, which will be rearranged into SU sin 20 equals 1.5 over sin 20, and then sin 20 right here, which will give you STU, it would equal 4.4. So the length from here to here is 4.4. That's it. Okay, Superman is flying at an altitude of 200 meters above the CN Tower. The angle of depression at the top of the CN Tower is 12 degrees. What is Superman's horizontal distance from the CN Tower? And here you can see my diagram. It's 200 meters above, and the angle of depression is right there. So for this, we gotta use tan. Tan 12 degrees equals 200 over x. If you rewrite that, would be x tan 12 equals 200 over tan 12, and right here it'd be over tan 12, which will equals 1. Therefore, the distance is going to be 941 meters. Alright, today we're going to find out the angle of D, and to find that out we're going to use the adjacent and hypotenuse. So for that we're going to use cos. So we just write cos D equals 40 over 60, and the next step is to move the cos over, so rewrite it. It'll be 40 over 60 x, and then you move the cos, so it'll be cos inverse and equals D. And if you type in the calculator, it comes out to 48.2 degrees, so D equals there. And yeah, that's it.
Hello again, and I'm going to be doing a question on sine law. You can just by the way, you can only do a question on sine law if you have not discovered the right angle triangle. If there is no right angle triangle, then you use sine law or cosine law, depending on the sides and the angles that you have. So this is my tips question. So it goes as follows. A straight footbridge is going to be built across a pond. The following measurements are taken from the endpoints F and G of the bridge to a third point H. So here's a diagram here. We just need to figure out the length of the bridge. Here are the measurements. And now it is asking how long will the bridge be to the nearest tenth of a meter. So I have made my own diagram here with all the labels. So to start off with, I'm going to start off with a known side, sine 61 degrees over 251 meters. So that is this side right here and that angle. And then you multiply 232 by both sides to cancel them out, and you multiply them by the other side too. And then you get 0.80. And then you're going to move the sine over, and then it will become sine inverse. Then you get to 54 degrees. So now we have 54 degrees here. So by doing simple math, you'll be able to find the third side, which is 65 degrees. I'll show you the math in just 1 second. So 61 plus 54 equals 115. 180 minus 115 is 65. And that's how I found my angle here. So now I'm still going to use the first the first angle and length given to us to avoid error in this side of the question as well. So after I do that, I will multiply this bottom part like this. And I will multiply by this side as well. 60 sine 65. This cancels out with this. And as you can see here, 251 divided by sine 61 times sine 65 will give you the length of h. And by doing the math using the calculator, I figured out that the length is 260 meters equals h. So here's our therefore statement. Therefore, the footbridge is going to have to be 260 meters in length. Thank you for listening. This is a My Tips question. It's a little tricky because you have to find different parts. Just to recap, you had to find these two angles first to be able to find this length right here. Thank you. Hi, my name is Abu, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do sine law. And for in this situation, we are only given this angle and this angle. We would like to find a length of b, and we do that by using the sine formula for finding the length. So first we are going to put in the length on top of the sine 60. Then we will do an equal sign and put a b and put the sine 50 under it. We are doing that because the sine 62 is directly across the 14.2 meters in length, and we don't know what's directly across the 51 degrees, and we don't know what the length is. So to do that, we are going to first put this and carry it over here and multiply it by the equation, and then we are going to multiply the 14.2 meters by the sine 51 over the sine 62, and that will equal. So we found our length, and our length is 12.5 meters. So therefore, the length of B over here is 12.5 meters in length. Okay, so this is our application question, and it reads, a 4.5 long slide is attached to a 3-meter ladder. The slide makes a 40-degree angle with the ground. And so the first thing that we are going to look for is, or that the question is asking us for, is an outline that we can do to find the angle that makes up this area, which is the one that's between the ladder and the ground. So as you can see here, we have our method, we have our triangle labeled, and we have our way to do it. So the second part of the question is to use your method to calculate the angle that the ladder makes with the ground to the nearest degree. And we have done that. We have used one side that we completely know, and we have used a side that we don't know much about, but we do know that the length of it is 4.5 meters. So we are going to move this over here to isolate for C. And then we're going to calculate for this. And then we are going to use sine inverse because we are going to move the sign across the equal sign. And once we do that, it's right here. So whatever that we had over here was calculated and put over here and rounded. So once we sine inverse this, we get 74.6 degrees. And this is 74.6 degrees. And that is the answer to our question. Thank you.